Mostly wrestling started because of the fact that I tried out for arena football up in Minnesota. I got cut. I've been a wrestling fan since, I don't know, second grade, like 4 or 5 years old. Decided I had something to prove. I still had athletic ability to do stuff, so went to Windy City and got started training there. I don't know, I kind of took to it pretty easily for some reason. It just kind of felt like it came natural. So in 2001, 2002, I really got to meet Punk and Ace and Cabana and those guys, and we went on the road together all over the Midwest. So that was really probably the best experience I had.
Vic Capri was one of the top guys. I had seen him through a lot of tapes because we did a lot of tape training. He inspired me to like, hey, if someone his size could, eventually gain the notoriety and success that he did, maybe one day I'll be able to do that. Even though I'd never seen him in person, just from what I had seen on tape, I thought he belonged on TV.
But over the years, a number of injuries really plagued me. My body started to show some wear and tear and arthritis in my neck, and what turned out to be a broken neck later on. What they told me based on the calcification in my neck. Ended up having to walk away in 2003. I actually was the LWF champion. Walked out there and had to hand over the title and cried and had to say goodbye.
I remember just a piece of me being essentially pissed off because I knew I was never, even if I did get into indie wrestling and I did make something of myself, I was now deprived of the opportunity of wrestling one of the guys that really instilled a hope that shorter guys that are not the significant 6'2", 200 plus pound sizes that you see on TV could actually make it. I wasn't going to get the opportunity to test myself against him because he was walking away and I was just on the cusp of starting my journey in independent wrestling.
As I left, there were certain guys that were kind of coming up and really making a name for themselves. I guess it was more or less we were passing the torch on. Is a good way to look at it. I was a Jason Hades, Marche Rocket, Nick Brubaker.
I got my opportunity with Ian Rotten in IWA Mid-South. I went on to wrestle in a lot of the same locations that guys like Chris Hero, CM Punk wrestled in. And then I eventually beat Chuck Taylor for the IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Championship, the same belt that was held by guys like Jimmy Jacobs, CM Punk, and the list goes on and on and on. So around 2009, 2010, my interest in professional wrestling and independent wrestling really started to dwindle just based on the countless numbers of shows I was doing. The injuries really started piling up. I was just getting really exhausted. The fun was basically just completely sucked out of it for me.
So after finally had my neck surgery and there was no pain and kind of was getting that itch, going around, going to a few shows here and there, and I got one more left in me. Let's let my daughter see me live in front of a crowd. And went, practiced, made sure I could do it, got in the ring, we did it, and as soon as we were done, it was like, I'm back.
He comes back and I automatically just assume it's going to happen. I'm finally going to get my opportunity to test myself with him. I don't care how many years it is removed from when I first started and when he first started. I still saw the ability in myself and the ability in him, nonetheless, to go out there and just put on an unbelievable performance. And for whatever reason, our paths never directly crossed in a one-on-one fashion. And in October of 2013 last year, I decided right before the match that I had for Dreamwave at that point in time that I was going to be done, regardless of the outcome of that match. And thus the window to go one-on-one with Vic Capri closed yet again. But I kept telling myself, if there's one person that can bring me back for there's one more to go out there and rekindle everything that I once loved about independent wrestling, wrestling in general, it will be him.
Hades, this may be his one last hurrah, his swan song, whatever you want to call it. And I'm 41 years old. I don't have many more weekends of doing this left in me. But I got this one left in me. This is a dream match. Truth is, it could turn into a nightmare for someone. And it's not going to be my nightmare when it's all over. I'm not there to lose.
Two gunslingers, standing at the edges of a long walkway, ready to take one another on one last time. And it's caused me to be excited about wrestling again. I will be absolutely damned if Vic Capri's hand is raised and he gets to go to his next Friday or Saturday show. Like, freelance was nothing, like it never happened. I'm going to accumulate everything that I have ever amassed in the 10 years plus that I've been doing this, and I'm going to throw it all into one night. If he's not planning on doing the same thing, he can plan on having a very, very bad night, because I don't know how he feels about me at this point, but he's my white whale. And I am taking him down at all costs, and I am walking out of that building with my hand raised and my legacy intact. I have waited for this opportunity since 2003. And Vic, if you see this, I'm sure you probably think that you're going to wipe the floor with me and continue on your journey off into the sunset. But the thing is that there is no tomorrow for me after October 10th. October 10th is the end for me.
This is something big, especially something big for Chicago. Every match has the possibility to be my last one. You know, there's no way around that for me at my age and with the injuries I've had in the past. So everyone could be the last one. So I'm not going to go out losing. On October 10th, Hades, I will win, and I'll prove to you why I'm the legend and why I'm still the best.